And we are back with the fifth and the final segment of the GSMC Sports Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. And we are going to do a quick recap of all of the games in the NBA that went down. It should be noted that the Lakers game was postponed due to all the fires that are going on near the area. So hopefully any of you guys in the Los Angeles area are safe and are not caught up in the flames of disaster, or whatever you want to call it. Now, let's go ahead, and I said I wanted to talk about the Cavs, so let's go right ahead and get into this. So they ended up beating the Raptors 132-126, but that wasn't the impressive thing that I wanted to talk about. I mainly wanted to talk about Darius Garland, who ended the game with 40 points, 9 assists, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. Now, alongside Donovan Mitchell, LeBron James, and Kyrie Irving, he is one of those 4 players to have 5 or more 40-point games for the Cavs. Like I said, the 3 players aside from him are Donovan Mitchell, because of course, LeBron, because obviously, and Kyrie Irving. So the fact that he's in such an elite company only tells me that this Cavs team might actually be legit. Like, they're rising up as we speak in like the projections to win the NBA championship. Obviously, like the favorites are the Celtics and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Knicks are there, but they're a little bit lower in the odds than the Cleveland Cavaliers. But the Cavs have been balling out. They have the best record in the NBA right now. They're 33-4. Absolutely ridiculous stuff that they're doing. And I don't think I've ever seen, I know I've never seen a Cavs team this dominant without LeBron James. No one has ever seen this before. Nobody. Now, on the Raptors side, also it should be noted that this win was without Donovan Mitchell, but again, it's Toronto and they're tanking for Cooper Flag. Now, Scotty Barnes had 24, 10, and 8, and RJ Barrett had 25 and 5. And off the bench, Chris Boucher had 23 and 12. So it was really down to Darius Garland hitting the most important shots late in the game to finally put the game out of reach. Now, the next game on this list, the Dallas Mavericks, they ended up playing the Portland Trailblazers. Excuse me. Still no Kyrie Irving, still no Luka Doncic, but still they were able to get the win against a very bad team, the Trailblazers. They ended up winning 117-111. PJ Washington had 23 and 14, and Derek Lively II had 21 and 16. And off the bench, Jaden Hardy had 25 points. Now, on the Trailblazers side, Fernie Simmons had 22 points, and Shaedon Sharpe had 22 points as well. The Warriors, they ended up beating the Pistons only by 3 points. They ended up winning 107-104. And Steph Curry played really bad, only 17 points in this one, and shot 5 for 21 from the field, 2 for 14 from 3. The fact that they were able to win this game is actually a little bit embarrassing if you are the Pistons, because holding Steph Curry to shooting that badly should ultimately guarantee you a win with this squad. And Cade Cunningham had, again, 32 points and still had to lose. He also recorded 3 steals, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. And Malik Beasley dropped 21 points in this one, but aside from him and Cade Cunningham, there was really no dominant scores for the Detroit Pistons in this one. Buddy Hield ended up being the leading scorer for the Golden State Warriors with 19 points and 5 for 11 from 3, and that was really all that she wrote. Now, the Timberwolves, they ended up beating the Orlando Magic. They ended up winning 104-89. It should be noted that after this game, Paolo Banchero is officially cleared and is returning to play. So now I expect the Magic to start winning way more games than they have been. Still need to wait on Franz Wagner, but again, Paolo Banchero is the most important piece to their team. Now, that being said, nobody on Orlando ended up scoring more than 20 points. The highest scorer in this game was center Goga Bitadze, who ended up recording 15 points on 7 for 12 shooting. And for the Timberwolves matchup, Anthony Edwards had 21 points, 7 assists, and Julius Randle had 23 points and 10 rebounds. Next game on this list is Phoenix going up against Atlanta. They ended up winning 123-115. Devin Booker had 20 points, 12 assists. Kevin Durant had 23 points and 7 assists. Bradley Beal off the bench, again the leading scorer, had 25 points, 11 for 16, 2 for 5 from 3. I guess he really, really wants to get traded out now. Or either that, or he's trying to convince the Suns that he wants to stay. Grayson Allen has ended the game 7 for 8 from the field and 23 points. And it really seems like Bradley Beal is playing much better off of the bench than he did in the starting lineup. Trae Young had 21 points and 7 assists. Bogdan Bogdanovic had 17 points, 7 for 11 from the field. And, of course, Zachary Rasacher did absolutely nothing, dropping only 5 points and 2 for 4 from the field. Again, one of the most underwhelming first overall picks in recent memory. Now, the next game, Rockets, they ended up beating the Grizzlies in a very close one, 119 to 115. And Fred VanVleet had 22. Jalen Green is going back on his monster run with 27 points. Sengun had 32 and 14 in this one. And on Memphis' side, John Morant had 27. Jaren Jackson Jr. had 21, 8, and 4. Again, very good game coming in from both of those teams. Now, the Miami Heat, they ended up beating the Utah Jazz. Again, it's the Jazz, so not really all that impressive. No Jimmy Butler because, of course, he's busy in his coffee shop. The Heat won 97 to 92. Tyler Hero had 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Jamie Jaquez Jr. had 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. And Bam Adebayo had only 15 points and 7 rebounds, but it was enough to go up against this Jazz team. Lauri Markkanen wasting his time on the Jazz, in my opinion. 23 points, and Colin Sexton also ended with 23 points. And that was basically all she wrote for these games. And that's all that I have in this final segment. So thank you so much for tuning into the GSMC Sports Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. Your support means a lot to us, so remember to subscribe to the show, leave a positive review. It really does make a difference. We also invite you to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram for more content and updates. As usual, we love to hear what you guys have to say during the show, whether it's a hot take, a burning question, something you're dying to share. We're all ears, and if you want your comment or question to get noticed, I recommend using Super Chat or using the link displayed below the ticker, gsmcpodcast.net. Either or really helps the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am your host, Nelson, and hope you guys enjoy watching the NFL playoff games over this weekend, as well as the college football playoffs happening later tonight. And as always, take care.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna